Well, hello everybody. This is Misty, and we are going to read Horse and Zebra Bake a Cake by Whitney Sanderson. Oh, look at that cake. It looks like it has bananas on it. I like bananas. Do you? I do. Cock-a-doodle-doo! It's a beautiful morning, crowed Rooster as he strutted across the yard. Horse's ears perked up. There was so much to do. Horse tidied her stall. She combed her mane and put on her straw hat. Zebra was still fast asleep. Horse ate her breakfast. Next, she harvested oats in the field. Then it was time to bake for her farm stand. Zebra was still fast asleep. At noon, Zebra finally woke up. She put on her favorite ear warmers. A delicious smell drifted by. It was Horse with a batch of oat cakes. Zebra followed Horse to her farm stand. The rabbit family was waiting. They bought all of Horse's cakes. I wish we could buy them every day, said Rabbit. But it's hard getting everyone here. Then Llama came to the farm stand. He wanted Horse's oat cakes for his knitting club, but the cakes were sold out. Zebra's ears perked up. She had a bright idea. Horse, let's open a cake wagon. A what? Asked Horse. You'll bake the oat cakes and I'll bring them to town, said Zebra. Said Horse. She did not usually have bright ideas, but Zebra's plan sounded good. Okay, let's start tomorrow. The next day, Horse loaded oatcakes into the wagon. Zebra pranced into town to deliver them. At first, the orders poured in. It seemed like everyone wanted oatcakes. So delicious, mooed Cow. So tasty, chirped Bluebird. But after a few weeks, fewer animals ordered. They're the same again, said Llama. Some variety would be nice, suggested Rabbit. They're tired of plain oat cakes, Zebra said to Horse. Let's try something new. Zebra shook rainbow sprinkles onto Horse's cakes. Then she added chocolate chips, bananas, and a dash of cinnamon. Whoa, said Horse. The old Clydesdale family oatcake recipe has never changed before. We can't change it now. Horse baked more plain oatcakes, but the next week, even fewer animals ordered. Horse, we need to change something about the cake, said Zebra. Tomorrow, you deliver, I will bake. Zebra baked the whole day. She chopped, she smashed, she stirred. What is that smell? Asked Horse. She wrinkled her nose. It's my strawberry spinach surprise cake, shouted Zebra. The surprise is an eggplant. Horse sighed. That wasn't in the recipe. Horse delivered the strange cakes to town. Bluebird took a tiny peck. It's interesting. The rabbit family wasn't as polite. Icky, said one little rabbit. Yucky, said another. Maybe we should stick to farming, Horse sighed. Zebra felt terrible. Let's try one more time, she said. When the cakes came out of the oven, Horse's head drooped. They are as plain as I am, Horse said. Zebra grabbed the rainbow sprinkles. She sprinkled them on the oat cakes. Just try one bite, she said. Horse chewed slowly, then faster. Wow, she said. My cakes were too plain, but yours had too many surprises. But one special ingredient is perfect. What ingredient do you think that could be? The other animals agreed. The cake wagon was back in business. I would like to read this to you. Horse and zebra have different personalities. What words would you use to describe each of them? How would you describe your personality? Horse and zebra learn how to compromise. Compromise means keeping some of your own ideas while listening to someone else's. Can you think of a time that you made a compromise? Horse loves baking. In the story, she learns one way to improve her baking. What is a hobby you love to do? How could you get even better at it? At first, Horse's oatcakes tasted too plain. Zebra's oatcakes tasted too wild. What is your favorite food? What do you like about the way it tastes? In the back here, they have a recipe for Horse and Zebra's oatcakes. You could make this recipe with the help from a grown-up. It makes about 36 cookies. So you can pause and you can look at this, maybe take a picture of it, and the rest of the directions are on this side. I'm so excited. If you try to make these, I hope you can comment back on the YouTube channel. I'd love to hear how these taste. I am so happy that you read along with me because I like this Horse and Zebra book, and I hope you did too. Happy cooking. Bye-bye from Misty.